Hello everyone, welcome to the Alter Human Corner. I'm Luna Wolf, and today I am doing a very in-depth explained episode on Therianthropy and Otherkinity. I'ma call it Therianthropy and Otherkinity Explained. This episode took a lot of time and energy, so please share this. I hope you enjoy! Let's get it! First things first, what is Therianthropy? Therianthropy is having involuntary, animalistic feelings or experiences and identifying as an animal, but you know that you are human. You can use the word Therian for short. I want to start out by saying that an identity is a very serious topic, and research is key to finding your Theriottype. Your Theriottype is the type of animal or Therian you identify as. My Theriottype is a timber wolf, or I am a wolf Therian. I am a wolf Therian, and that is true. At the end of the day, we know that we are human. We are just having these identities and experiences, or what we call shifts. A shift is where you go to a more animal state than human state. Not all Therians have shifts. Also, everybody's experiences are valid, and everything is different for everyone. A shift example would be like a mental shift. So mentally, you go to a more animal mindset than human mindset. You might be a polytherian, meaning you have multiple Theriotypes or identities. You could also identify as a clade, like canines as a whole. That's called Cladotherianthropy, or referred to as a Cladotherian. You might identify as an animal that has gone extinct. We call that Paleotherianthropy, or Paleotherian for short. You could be a Therian that is constantly shifted. We call that Contherianthropy or Contherian. On the other hand, Sun Therianthropy are Therians that don't shift, or known as Sun Therians. I know this is a lot of information, guys, but just try your best to take it in. On another note, there is Otherkinity. Otherkinity could be used as an umbrella term. In the early 2000s, people used the term otherkin. But now, we have this new term, alterhuman, that suits way better. Otherkinity is identifying as creatures or mythical creatures and having creature-like feelings and experiences. A kin type is a type of otherkin or creature you identify as. Otherkins and Therians are similar, but otherkin is more with creature identities. You can have multiple kin types. We call this polykin. Some kin type examples could be elfkin or mermaidkin. Drumroll, please. What are some ways Therians and otherkin express themselves? Well, we have what's called Therian or otherkin gear. This can consist of items that helps you connect to your Therio or kin type, or just anything you like in general. Some Therians and otherkin practice quadrobics. This can help them connect to their Therio or kin type, which is walking around on all fours for exercise or hobby or anything similar. You may be in between. What do you mean, Luna? I mean the term Theriomythic. In the community, that describes one who is in between Therianthropy and Otherkinity. A good example would be someone who identifies as a werewolf. You can kind of understand, but it's more like werewolf is kind of like an animal, but is also like a creature. So, you feel me? You feel me? There are 2 levels. What are these 2 levels? Well, I'm going to tell you. There are 2 different ways people describe how they identify as a Therian or an otherkin. The first way is spiritual. This can mean you believe you have had a past life or reincarnation. You have dream shifts. This could also tie into your religion, spirituality, and witchcraft. On the contrary, all religions and beliefs are valid. Remember that. On the other side, the second way is psychological. This could just mean that psychological, you identify as a Therian, otherkin, animal, or creature in some form or fashion. It has been shown that more people who are neurodivergent identify as Therian or otherkin. Speaking from a personal level, I have therianthropy. I also have ADD and anxiety. When I mean neurodivergent, I mean people with autism, ADD, anxiety, ADHD, anything along those lines. You can also identify on a both spiritual and psychological level. To say the least, guys, I have done my fair bit of research on therianthropy and otherkinity, and it's a very fluid concept. Also, just accepting your animal side. What I mean by fluid, I mean like it's very changing. It can have very unexpected things. Here are some simple theories on why we have therianthropy and otherkinity. I have 4 theories. The first theory is a psychological theory. Our brains work in very wondrous ways, and it has been shown in the community that there are more neurodivergent people with therianthropy and otherkinity. Number 2 is a spiritual theory. A lot of Therians and otherkin practice witchcraft or have past lives. This could be due to the fact of dream shifts and extinction of breeds. Number 3, the animal sides theory. I read something in psychology that states that humans have an animal side in psychology in the way our brains work, meaning like in the mental form, psychological, along those lines. Number 4, the inner child theory. I have spoken to a lot of Therians and otherkin, and a lot of them did things as children, so this could be a part of your inner child. When I mean things as children, speaking from my personal experience, I was in a wolf pack in the 1st grade. Well, look at me now. I'm a wolf Therian. If you really like the Warriors Cat series and you were a warrior cat in the warrior cat pack or clade, I want to say that I am tired. I've talked my brain off, and this research was hard. But that's all for today's podcast. This was a lot of talking, and now I'm tired. Make sure to check out my Discord server, Ultra Human Corner, to get updates about my podcast and more about me. And to share this podcast with your amazing friends, because you are amazing and I care about you. Bye, guys!